Good evening. I went on Facebook the other day, and I asked the people on there, I said, got any space questions, you ask them, and I'll answer them for you. And a young man, a bright young man with a bright future, asked me 4 questions. 4. He went above and beyond and asked me these questions. It meant a lot to me, Jimmy. His name is Jimmy Joe Johnson. I call him Triple J. That's his rap name to me. He asked me 4 questions. 4 questions, not 1, but 4. He went above and beyond. And Jimmy, to help you answer your questions, I'm going to use my notebook of justice. Looks like somebody took a shit all over the front of it. But anyway, let's get to your questions, Jimmy. Question number 1. You hear all the time about outer space and space, but where's inner space and why is it such a big secret? That is an excellent question, young man. Now, see, the universe kind of started, or they think it kind of started, with a thing called the Big Bang. I know that sounds very exciting, but it's not that type. So let's represent that bang with a bang. Bang. Now, see, when that happened, all this shit started going flying all across the universe, all directions, bam, bam, ba bam, bam. It's still expanding. It's still expanding. Unlike my wallet. And whenever that happened, it created this space. This is, say we're right here. That's just demonstrative purposes. Say we're right here. This is our outer space, Jimmy. But see, here's where the shit gets confusing and it hits the fan and it spreads like wildfire. Now see, you'd think that because we're here, this is our inner space, because what's beyond outside the Big Bang, I don't know. This question's too fucking complicated. I'm sorry. Number 2, can you still buy astronaut ice cream anywhere? Yes. You actually get on Amazon, and there's a site called thinkgeek.com. You can go on thinkgeek.com, get yourself a big box full, and just eat it in the bathtub. It makes all the water turn into ice cream. What you do is you just take the big box of, you put it in the tub. You're swimming in ice cream. Number 3. How do women get here from Venus? I think you're jerking me on that one, Jimmy, but yeah, you know, Jimmy, I don't understand women. I don't think there's a man on earth who does. Now, I'm not putting down women. Not at all. Because I think men are just as complicated. But, you know, Jimmy, if they did come from Venus, that's why they're all so hot. I knew a lady one time, her name was Jessie. Me and her were really hitting it off. Until her dad had to go overseas to work in the Lego factory. Say about that. You know what I have to say. I'm fine. Number 4. If we have such a pollution problem here on planet Earth, why don't we use another planet and dump the shit there? Good question, Jimmy. Jimmy, the one thing you gotta remember is that it is costly to send a bunch of shit into space. I mean, you can send satellites, you can send rockets into space. You can't send a bunch of garbage and bullshit that you don't want, because it's just, I mean, if this planet explodes one day, we're going to have to go there, we're going to have to live there, and we don't want all that shit where we're going to have to live eventually anyway, Jimmy, okay? I mean, in school they teach you the 3 R's. Watch this. I guess it'll be the 4 R's. It's reduce, Jimmy. It's recycle, Jimmy. It's reuse, Jimmy. And redeem. Because recycling redeems the human race, Jimmy. Well, that's all the time I've got, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I gotta go to the store, pick up my mom some pickles. So, if you have any more questions, Jimmy, please ask me, because I don't have anything to do. And Jezzy, if you're out there watching, Zazie, it's still got the Kazi. I'm still the host with the most, baby. Come back to Daddy. Thank you. Good night. If there's anybody watching this video still, after my several mental breakdowns, ask me your questions about space. I'll try to answer them for you. I may have longer answers than them people on the Science Channel, you know, who think they know everything there is to know about space. Let me tell you something. You ain't not knowing nothing about space. Them people, they don't know anything about space. Ask Zazie. He's the one with the answers. Good night. God bless. Pickle time.